Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I want to say that I hope everyone is having a blessed and unique day. To all of my friends and family, I love you guys. And today I have a good recipe for you all. I am making a meatloaf. The ingredients that you're going to need to make a meatloaf, you're going to need a half of an onion chopped, half of a bell pepper chopped. You're gonna need 1 egg for binding. You're gonna need breadcrumbs. This is optional, but it adds flavor. So beef flavor. If you don't have this, you can use Lipton onion soup mix. You're gonna need a pound of ground beef. And over here for my seasonings, I have adobo seasoning, garlic powder. Onion powder, black pepper. Those are the seasonings, and this is everything that I'm going to use. And I'm going to use just a little bit of milk, just a little bit for my meatloaf. And this I'm going to put on the top. You can use, some people use ketchup and brown sugar mixture together. This is a ketchup base and it's sweet. It already has brown sugar in it. So that's what I'm using today to top my meatloaf. So everyone, let's get started. Making a meatloaf is quite simple. It's very easy. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay. So now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start binding everything into the meatloaf. Let's go ahead and add our onions and our bell pepper. You can use other vegetables if you like. Some people use carrots as well. Some people use celery. I don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bind my vegetables first. You hear people say don't overwork your meat because it'll get too hard. But you want to put those vegetables in there. You want to make sure that it meets all of them. And yes, I know that my vegetables are big, but once it's cooked, the vegetables will cook down. Some people like to cook their vegetables ahead of time and saute them on the stove, but that takes some juice out of it and some flavor out of it. Okay. Now that I have this in here, let me go ahead and I am going to add my seasoning. So all the seasonings that I told you, I have black pepper, I have adobo seasoning, I have garlic powder, and I have onion powder. Now the reason why you don't see me using salt is because adobo seasoning has salt in it. And this beef bouillon flavor mix has salt in it as well. So we don't want to overpower it with too much of salt. Season it according to your liking and your taste. Okay, everyone. I'm also going to add the beef flavoring right now as well. Yeah, hold on a minute. Man, open it.
Look how big and strong I am, guys. I did this man hand.
And that's my son Ricky. He says he's the strongest one, y'all. Okay. So you see that? I'm just gonna use about a tablespoon. That's all. I'm gonna bind this, mix this into my meat. Mix it good, you guys. Make sure that it is mixed very, very well. Now, when I was growing up, my mom would put tomato paste inside of the Italian seasoned tomato paste inside of her meatloaf. And she would also use the Lipton onion mix. She wouldn't buy breadcrumbs. She would just get a slice of whatever bread we had in the house, like light bread or something, crumble it up, and it would bind the meatloaf together as well. And she had some delicious meatloaf. Okay, you guys, now that we have mixed these seasonings in here, let me go ahead and add my breadcrumbs. I'm putting my egg in that mic. Just hold on. Okay. The breadcrumbs are just the binder. I'm going to also add just a little of the barbecue sauce. Not a lot, just a little. This is here to replace. This is here to replace.
That's Theo. Mine is up.
Ricky, I'm recording, son.
You eat it.
You guys, please excuse my son. I'm recording, and he always likes to talk when I'm recording. Okay, I should put the egg on in there a little more. It's on the edge, y'all. I gotta get it. Woo. Let me get some meat, wrap it around that way. Because it's just a binder. Okay. See, I gotta make sure it's mixed up good. Because see, the egg just seemed to be on one side. Ricky, can you hand me the milk? Please. And just pour a dab in here. For me. Thank you very much, son. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more breadcrumbs as well.
How much?
Just pour a little bit. A little more. Okay, thank you.
This is always amazing.
Ooh, this one, I need this. What that is?
Meatloaf.
That's supposed to be the good thing, actually. I need the meatloaf. Are you making that?
Yep, and Mike's gonna record it.
What the heck?
This is so long. You just ain't got the bread wrong.
I got biscuits.
You got biscuits? Where?
In the freezer for breakfast.
Hey, Daddy. Biscuits.
Okay, everyone. So my meatloaf is mixed together. What I am going to do now, you guys, is I am going to get ready to make my loaf to go inside my pan. Okay, everyone, now let's get ready to place our meat into our loaf pan. What I did was I sprayed my loaf pan, and I'm gonna get ready to place my meat in here. I sprayed it so that the meatloaf, I'm guaranteed not to stick, and it's already shaped, so I don't have to shape my meatloaf. The only thing I have to do is put the meatloaf in here, you guys. Now just make sure that it's even when you place your meatloaf in your pan. That's what I'm doing now, everyone, is I'm trying to make it even. Meatloaf does cook down, so it will be smaller once it cooks. And you're gonna place this in the oven at 350 degrees for an hour to an hour and a half. In between that time, I'll say about your first 40 minutes, I would check my meatloaf, because each oven temperature is different and varies, so you don't want to overcook your meatloaf, because you don't want it to be too dry. So now I'm going to place this in the oven. Put it on the middle oven rack, and I'll be back once it's done. Okay, our meatloaf has maybe about 20 more minutes to go, you guys. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the Heinz barbecue sauce, the Kansas City sweet and savory flavor. You can use whatever kind you want, or you can make your barbecue sauce from scratch. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on the top. So that it can bake into it to give it a little flavor. And I like to make sure that it's covered good. Okay, you guys, I'm going to put this back in the oven, and it should be done in about 20 minutes. This is about 50 minutes into the cooking, okay? So I will be... Okay, everyone, our meatloaf is done. So what we're going to do now is we are going to cut the meatloaf. As you can see, there was oil around the meatloaf in the pan. So what I did was I drained the oil off of the meatloaf. Be very careful when you're doing it because it is hot, okay? Let's slice the meatloaf. Ooh, this pan is hot. I'm sorry, guys.
Look at that juice.
Yes, it's juice coming. You don't want a meatloaf that doesn't have this juice on it. Y'all make sure y'all use the right utensils. Don't be like me. Okay, everyone, this is a slice of the meatloaf. See? It is bound correctly. The glaze is on it. Your vegetables are here. And now, let's do the taste test. I know sometimes meatloaf just falls apart if we don't do it correctly. Okay, you guys? Mmm. Hot. Mmm. Big thumbs up. Man, guys, if you guys want to use ketchup, and you have a ketchup topping that you would like to use, that's fine. But this is what I chose. I like this kind. A lot of people like to use the brown sugar and the ketchup mixture, but it really ends up just being a homemade barbecue sauce. So therefore, I just went ahead and cut a step out and actually bought the barbecue sauce. This recipe is good. The meatloaf is awesome, you guys. I mean, whew, trust me, my kids wouldn't eat meatloaf if it didn't taste good. So thank you guys for tuning in to Mama TK Reviews. I hope you guys try the meatloaf recipe. Remember to keep your eye on the baking because your oven could be different from mine. So it may not take as long to cook, or it may take longer. Just keep checking it throughout the process. Thank you guys. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. Leave lots and lots and lots of comments down below. And stay tuned for my next video. Yeah.